All right, Broncos country, let's have a conversation about Dre Greenlaw. And I'm not making this video to say that the sky's falling or anything like that, but in training camp in the preseason, I like to monitor trends and patterns because although the result ultimately doesn't matter in terms of the preseason score, what happens in terms of the process in training camp and in these preseason games can follow you to an extent in the regular season. And that's why we've got to keep note of these trends and patterns, because they could come up in the regular season. And with Dre Greenlaw, there's been a trend and there's been a pattern dating back to even before he got here to Denver. And that's unfortunately injuries. And those injuries have reared their ugly head in training camp. 12 days ago, on July 31st, Dre Greenlaw came up lame with some sort of soft tissue injury. Now, where exactly that was, I don't know. Sean Payton, in his press conference that day, didn't specifically say, but he kind of pointed to the hamstring area. Unfortunately, Dre Greenlaw has had multiple soft tissue injuries throughout the course of his career, and he's had an Achilles tear. And a lot of those Achilles tears are usually predicated by soft tissue injuries, particularly calf injuries. Now, that's not the case here. This is more upper body, like calf, hamstring, or quad hamstring, something like that. But obviously, there's some cause for concern here because there is history with these soft tissue injuries. In fact, let's go ahead and bring in the history of Dre Greenlaw here in terms of injuries. Calf injury in 2024 after he came back from the Achilles. It's not known if that injury was directly related to the Achilles or if it was some sort of compensation injury. Whatever it was a soft tissue injury. Then, Greenlaw injured his quad while training this offseason. It was initially reported that he was going to miss a large chunk of time. He came back and said that report was bullcrap and that he was only going to miss a short amount of time and he should be back for training camp. He was back for training camp, but whatever day it was, I can't recall off the top of my head, he ends up going down. It was July 31st, so 13 days ago now, and he hasn't appeared in a practice since. Today, he was back out in pads, he stretched, he went through individual drills, but once the team actually went out and did, team stuff, he wasn't out there. He didn't participate. And even when you go back dating before the Achilles injury, Greenlaw's got a history here of soft tissue stuff. Groin in 2021, calf in 2022, quadricep in 2020. So it's not like this has just popped up after the Achilles injury. He's had this problem pretty much his entire career. So this is a trend that we've got to monitor, guys. It's not something that we should be worried about per se, but if we have another soft tissue injury pop up with Dre Greenlaw, then we could start to sound the alarm bells a little bit. I can understand the Broncos holding him out of team drills right now. It's not ideal because he's trying to gel with the rest of the defense. He's expected to be one of your main contributors on that side of the ball. But if we get closer and closer to the regular season and he's still not participating in team drills, I think at that point we could start to be a little bit worried about it. But we do have other guys in that room who can step up, most notably Lavelle Bailey, so that helps a little bit. But Dre Greenlaw was arguably your biggest free agent signee this offseason, and there's a chance that he might still be dealing with injuries heading into this season, which is not ideal. So I'm curious, Broncos country, do you guys think that this is a concerning situation here with Dre Greenlaw, or do you think that it's just a trend that we should monitor and we shouldn't be too worried about it at the end of the day? I'm more in the latter, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. I would love to hear from you, as always. Be sure to leave a like on this video, as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. I would really appreciate it, guys. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. Helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out, and it helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. And until next time, guys, I'm your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.